Okay, students, this is another video lecture on the topic. There are multiple topics in this lecture, and it will cover uh, your poem, The Daffodils. All these small concepts, they will help you to understand this poem on page 34, which is unit number 4, The Daffodils, very well. So the first one is stanza. So it is like a paragraph in prose. In prose, you are having a group of lines conveying a single idea and you call it a paragraph. In poetry, you are having a group of lines and which convey a single thought. And that group of lines in poetry is called a stanza. Okay, very simple. We will be discussing that how many stanzas the poem The Daffodil has. So that is coming at the end of this lecture. Another small concept is rhyme scheme. So it is the pattern, the order of the rhyme. The order of the rhyme is called the rhyme scheme. Now what is rhyme? Rhyme is the repetition of the same sound at the end of lines of poetry. And I will show you the rhyme and the rhyme scheme in this poem. This is also coming at the end of this video. So rhyme is the repetition of the same sound at the end of the lines of poetry, and rhyme scheme is the pattern of that rhyme, the order in which that rhyme occurs. And simile is a poetic device, a figure of speech in which there is a comparison between two things while using the word like or is. Like this is very common in our society. People say he's brave like a lion. So when you compare the man, he, with the lion, with the bravery of the lion while using like, so now this whole sentence is a simile. Okay? The next one is alliteration. What is alliteration? It is also commonly used in poetry, in daily life as well. It is the repetition of the same sound in poetry, in a line, time and again. In life, you are having its general example. In the poem, we will see. That is coming at the end of this video. In general life, you are having, you say that 22 tiger tightly tied to a tall tree. So look at the sound ta. 22 ta ta ta, tightly tied to ta ta ta. So this repetition of the same letter, the same sound, is called alliteration. Let's move next. Next we are having personification. And personification, look at this, personification, person, look, person, man, human. Personification mean person making. When you give the qualities of human beings to lifeless objects, so you are involved in a poetic technique which is called personification. Like look at this sentence, the table is listening to the music. So can a table listen to the music? Table is a lifeless object. So how can it perform the action of listening? So now this whole sentence is a personification in which the table has been personified. Okay? So this is called personification. Now let us see all these devices in the poem. Now this is the original poem which is on page 32 of your book. Okay? So the first thing we discussed was a stanza. That was the first concept. Now look at this. Here we are having from this place till this place one stanza. 1 2 3 4 5 6 lines are here, and it convey a single thought. How a single thought? In this stanza the poet just sees the daffodils. That is single idea. The rest of all these sentences are the extension of the daffodils, are either what the poet was doing and how he came, but the idea is that he saw daffodils. Okay, so this is a stanza. So 1 2 3 4. So in this poem we are having 4 stanzas. Okay, like in prose you are having paragraph. Now look at, we discuss another concept, and that was rhyme scheme. Here I have written it for you. Rhyme scheme. Look, the word cloud, it ends on d sound, but hills ends on z sound. Okay, the next line, look again, crowd, it ends on d sound. So if you think this d rhyme with the word cloud, crowd, now these are two same sound, cloud, crowd. Now look at this, hills, daffodils, trees, breeze. So the rhyme scheme here is a rhyme with a with this one, with the third line, not with the second one. The second one rhymes with the fourth one, and then these two rhymes with each other. They neither rhyme with the fourth one nor with the third one nor with the second one, but they rhyme with each other. So we are having the rhyme scheme. If suppose we give it a and this one b, so again a and b, so a rhyme with a and b rhyme with b, okay, and c rhyme with each other. So this is the rhyme scheme. And rhyme is trees, breeze. Look, shine, line, way, bay, glance, dance. Okay, so this is called rhyme. Clear? Another concept was the simile, which here I have written. Simile, comparison between things. Look, I wandered, lonely as a cloud. How? Like a cloud. I was roaming. How? Like a cloud. So this is involved here. Is a cloud. Similarly, in this line we are having a simile, continuous as the stars. How? They were in an endless number, like stars on the sky. So these daffodils were also like those stars in an endless number. You cannot count them. So that is simile. Personification. Look, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. In this stanza, the daffodils are dancing. So dancing is the quality of human beings. Lifeless object cannot dance. So this is personification in this line. Similarly, look at this. The waves beside them danced, but they. Okay, waves, lifeless object, dancing. It means that waves have been personified. Okay, here in this line, look at the personification. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Heart, dancing. So heart is also dancing. Okay, so that is personification. Now here we are having another poetic technique which is mostly used in literature and poetry, exaggeration, which is called hyperbole as well. To exaggerate something. Look, along the margin of a bay, 10,000 saw I at a glance. How many the poet see in one glance? 10,000. So do you think the poet can count them? 1 2 3 4 and 10,000. It is impossible. So this is called exaggeration. Okay, so I hope that all these concepts are pretty much clear because I showed them practically to you in the text of the poem. So I hope that after listening to this video, you will read this poem time and again and you will point out all these figures of speech. So do write the summary of this lesson and also a discussion on all these poetic devices and different concepts that we discuss while referring to the poem. Thank you very much.